Let's get right into it. Number 5, the deep thinker loop. Picture this. You're at a party, music thumping, people yelling over each other about tacos, and you, standing in the corner, quietly wondering if best even makes sense without criteria. Congratulations, you just out-nerded the nachos. Introverts are pros at living inside their heads. Extroverts get energy from fireworks. Introverts slip into their bat cave, tinkering with thoughts like an over-caffeinated engineer. Psychologists call this internal self-reflection. Basically, your brain's Netflix binge. Except the show is philosophy, not Friends reruns. The kicker? This deep thinking habit correlates with higher intelligence. Your brain isn't idle. It's playing 4D chess against itself. That's why introverts see connections others miss. Not spacing out during your friend's Blender story. You're secretly comparing consumer culture to late-stage capitalism. Funny part? While your brain writes a thesis, all you say out loud is, "Cool Blender." Then think about it for 3 more hours. So yeah, introversion looks like silence. Under the hood, it's a think tank with one very tired employee. Number 4, the self-study superpower. Ever notice this? Introverts are suspiciously good at teaching themselves things. One day, normal human. Next day, suddenly fluent in guitar, Python, or sourdough bread. Not magic. It's independent learning. Instead of bouncing ideas off people, they lean into solitude. Mix solitude with curiosity, you get hours of trial and error. And that, surprise, is the recipe for mastery. Studies suggest self-directed learners, mostly introverts, outperform traditional students in analytical subjects because their brain is like a dog with a bone. Once they latch on, they chew until the neighbors complain. Sure, extroverts ace the group presentation, but the introvert quietly figured out the whole project at 2 a.m. It's not showing off. It's their brain refusing to let go. The irony? Looks like they're doing nothing at home. Give it a week. Suddenly, they've built a website, written a novel, fixed the dishwasher. Basically Hogwarts students, just missing the OWL delivery system. Number 3, the silent observer mode. Imagine a group meeting, everyone talking over each other, ideas flying like dodgeballs. You sit quiet, coffee cup in hand, nodding politely. To outsiders, you look like you're just existing. But in your head, a mental surveillance system sharper than the CIA. Introverts are natural observers. They absorb details, facial expressions, tone shifts, that awkward pause when Jeff tells another bad joke. Not just people watching, it's cognitive data collection. Psychologists say observing before reacting links to intelligence because you process more input before decisions. Extroverts jump in with their first thought. Introverts, they wait 20 responses and pick the one least likely to start World War III. Downside? By the time you've crafted the perfect line, the convo has moved on. You're left with the best comeback of the decade filed safely in your brain archives, never spoken. So yeah, introverts may look quiet, but really, they're playing the long game. Sometimes that game is just silently judging socks. Number 2, the creativity incubator. Weird fact, some of history's breakthroughs came from loners. Newton, ideas during plague lockdown. Einstein loved long walks alone. Introverts thrive when marinating in thought. That marinade? Rocket fuel for creativity. Because solitude gives the brain time to wander. And when it wanders, it doesn't just stroll. It built entire what-if theme parks. Psychologists call this incubation. Sounds like brunch, but really, it's your brain connecting weird dots in peace. While the world chats sports scores, you're sketching, writing, or inventing an app to match potato chip flavors with personalities. Point is, creativity thrives in the quiet chaos of an introvert's mind. Irony? People dismiss introverts as boring. Meanwhile, their brains stage Cirque du Soleil, Ideas that could change the world, or, at least, win trivia night. So if you've ever wondered about those bursts of brilliance, that's all the quiet time, a full-on creativity boot camp. Number 1, the IQ curveball. Here's the spicy twist. Research shows introverts score higher on analytical and problem-solving tests. Yeah, the quiet ones, pulling Jedi-level brain moves. Why? Because they spend time in their heads, reflecting, analyzing, making flowcharts about social etiquette, or whether pigeons are government drones. That practice sharpens pathways, brain push-ups, while everyone else runs laps outside. One study says people who enjoy solitude excel at abstract reasoning. Meaning, while Chad argues with the parking meter, you're inside explaining quantum mechanics with pizza. But the kicker? Being smart doesn't mean easier. Sometimes turbo brain equals harder to connect. Overthinking cues, bored with small talk, praying for a meteor to hit the dinner party so you can go home and read. So yes, introverts have that link to intelligence, but it comes with a catch. The smarter you get, the lonelier it can feel. Like being the kid who finished the puzzle too fast. Everyone else still hunting corners, you're already wondering what's for lunch. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.